like the cops are looking for someone up ahead. Yeah, we got three cops. Wow, they're already out of their car. They went in somewhere. The electronic signs now, Indigenous land acknowledgement. As we gather in the heart of Toronto, we acknowledge this land is the traditional territory of many nations, including the Mississaugas of the Credit. Comrie. Whoa, there was a smell coming out of that tent. Whoa. I don't know, man. Look at this. And I don't mean to shove my camera in the guy's face, but wow, man. I'm not even kidding when I say this. I just rode my bike right there, and I didn't even see that homeless person right there. On my channel today, I'm back on the bike. I haven't been on the bike in over a week for various different reasons. I just couldn't get to it in the past 7-8 days. And I'm going to take some surface streets down through Toronto, downtown Toronto, and I'm going to see what I can come across early Sunday morning in the downtown core. It is 7:45 a.m. Got a little bit of a later start than I wanted to today, but it's not so bad. The traffic's very light right now, and currently I'm heading south on Runnymede, coming up to Annette. But I'm going to head down through the exhibition grounds again today, but this time on the bike, and I'm going to retrace some of my steps and go other places. So if you want to see what's going on in Toronto on a Sunday morning, stick around. I'll put eyes on it for you. Just coming through High Park. I'm on the very northern end of where Grenadier Pond terminates, and this is a nature trail. Like I said, it's before 8 a.m. on Sunday, and it's windy out today, and it's about 3 degrees Celsius, but with the wind chill, it's definitely below zero. People that ride motorcycle, well, not so much motorcycles, but people that ride regular bikes or e-assist bikes, they know that riding in the wind is a little frustrating. It's not my favorite time to ride, but it's a nice sunny day today. This trail's been saturated with rainwater, so I just got to take it easy through here. It's muddy, very slick. Beautiful day today. This guy's already out here fishing the pond. Probably trying to catch breakfast. I'm not even kidding. Going east on the Queensway, coming up to Queen Street, Roncesvalles, and King. I think I'm gonna go down King towards the exhibition grounds. I decided to go down Queen Street. I don't believe I've ever rode my bike down Queen. So let's try Queen Street. Very windy. It's 8:07 a.m. Very nice, very light with the traffic. It's at Queen and Jameson. It's a pretty messed up intersection. If you don't know this city or from this area, this confused a lot of people. Lansdowne, it's just over there. I walked this stretch, what was it, 4 or 5 days ago. Kind of missed the bike in comparison to walking. Like walking, you get a different perspective as well of the street. But when you're on the bike, you cover a lot more ground, obviously, which I like. And it's not hard on my severely arthritic left shoulder. It's been bothering me pretty bad the last few days. I haven't seen one cop yet, in a marked car anyways. I haven't, not that I know of. I'm sure I have passed some unmarked. I'm undercover. It's kind of strange to be this far into Queen Street and not see any of the police. It's in Queen and Dufferin. I think I'm going to take Queen Street all the way down. All the way east to at least Yonge Street. Or maybe not quite Yonge, maybe I'll go down Bay. The tent right up there pitched. Homeless encampment right behind me, right there. That's quite an elaborate one. Drake Hotel. This is the Liberal Party of Canada headquarters, Cam H on Queen Street, also known as the Liberal Party headquarters of Canada. It should be much, much bigger. Much bigger. Nice dog. Nice doggy. I like those dogs, those little bullies. That was too small, really, that one. There we go. Yeah. Imagine that, eh? Like it's pretty cold out. That guy's just wearing a t-shirt. Guy or girl, not sure. Oh man. It is quite a large facility. It is quite large. But, like I said, not large enough. My buddy's old bar, the Cat on Q. Doesn't look like it did very well as Meat Can either. It's hard to make a business succeed in Toronto, especially a bar. This area for some reason seems to be a bit of a dead area for bars. It's like the cops are looking for someone up ahead. At Queen and Bathurst. It's a harm reduction center right to my left there. It's where you can, I believe you can use intravenous drugs in there or other types of harder drugs and be supervised. I don't know, I've never been in one. That's my understanding. I could be wrong on that, but I know there are safe injection sites in Toronto. That might have been one of them. The two cops were up here just ahead of me from 14 Division, and one did a U-turn right here, and the other one was catching up to them, so I don't know where they went. But they seem to be in a bit of a hurry. They didn't have their lights on, their overheads. Nice parking. Look at this guy's parking job. Holy shit. Yeah, here's the cops up here. Oh, there's a few of them. Yeah, we got three cops. Wow, they're already out of their car. They went in somewhere. That was pretty quick. Just notice this alleyway here. Wow, it looks clean. Why is this alleyway so clean? Holy. How you doing, buddy? you can see that there's not too many square inches of wall left ungraffitied. This alleyway is just south of Queen. Oh, look at how rough this is. Jesus Christ. This alleyway is in rough shape here. They got a little less clean. I think this is Spadina, right? Yeah. This is Spadina. I'm gonna go check out a little park down here. Morning, ladies. I'm gonna go check out a park down here. Seeing that I'm in the neighborhood, I'll show you something that I find interesting. Maybe you won't, but I do. Just at Spadina and King, and I know I'm riding on the wrong side of the road. I get it. Just up here, I want to show you something. Okay, this is a Government of Ontario plaque, and it's from the Archaeological and Historic Site Board of Ontario, and this is to commemorate Alexander Dunn. He's Canada's first Victoria Cross recipient. Born in 1833, a short distance north of this site, Alexander Dunn was educated at Upper Canada College and at Harrow, England. In 1853, he was commissioned lieutenant in the 11th Hoosiers, a participant in the charge of the Light Brigade at Balaclava on October 25th, 1854. He saved the lives of 2 of his regiment by cutting down their Russian attackers, and thus became Canada's first winner of the newly created Victoria Cross. In 1858, Dunn helped to raise the 100th Royal Canadian Regiment, which he later commanded. In 1864, he transferred to the 33 Duke of Wellington's regiment, and 4 years later was accidentally killed while hunting in Abyssinia. Now, that hunting accident, there was some controversy there. They were saying that he might have been killed by a jilted lover. He was having an affair. Apparently, he was a ladies' man, and he's buried. His grave is over somewhere near between Ethiopia and Somalia, and his original VC, I believe, is owned by Upper Canada College. One of 2. The other is Hamden Zane Churchill Cockburn. They own 2 of them, and they both went to Upper Canada College. Yeah, so, and this is a park. What park is this? Clarence Square Park. Now, this park, last time I was here, because I specifically came down to look at that plaque over a year ago, I knew the plaque was here. And this park was a large homeless encampment, and it was on the news, and I think Mayor Chow did a press conference from down here, and I didn't even know they had an off-leash dog area here, but obviously they do. They're everywhere. They must have some sort of colonizer, a perceived colonizer here. They had to barricade it in cardboard and plywood. So yeah, the homeless encampment's out of here. I didn't come here for that though. I came here to show you that plaque. Got a basset hound over there, a Belgian Malinois. Oh, we got a couple other dogs of various breeds. So I'm gonna get out of this park. So it's good that the homeless encampment's out of here. Coming up to Blue Jays Way right ahead of me. Nice and quiet down here this morning. It is now exactly 8:30 a.m. You know what? I think I'll go down Blue Jays Way. Yeah, I will. There's the Sky Dome right ahead of me. I don't care what it's called here. What's it called? Rogers Center? I call it the Sky Dome. Most people do. This road here is demolished. This guy's good. On Front Street, going east on Front. A little more busy down here. Okay, across the street right there is the CBC headquarters in Toronto. Now, that building there is the epicenter of liberal propaganda. It's one of the biggest wastes of Canadian taxpayers' dollars of all time. Next to the CAMH facility on Queen Street, this is another satellite division of liberal headquarters. Glenn Gould Studio. A massive waste of Canadian taxpayer dollars and the epicenter of liberal communist propaganda. Filthy. Whoever works there should be ashamed of themselves. Just another another form of social welfare. Overpaid, and they do nothing. Absolutely nothing but churn out liberal propaganda. Oh, look at this guy polishing his car. Look at that guy. Very nice. I'm not filming in 4K right now, filming in 1080p. I just find I get a lot more longevity out of my battery. I don't really notice much difference in the video quality. And when I go to upload it, yeah, it's just a lot faster to upload. You notice the difference. You do notice a difference between 1080p and 4K, and this camera also has 5.3K as well, but that really chews up the battery and the SD card as well. I don't want to forget the SD card because you chew them up. Union Station is right across, or sorry, this is York Street, I should say. Correction, York Street. Going out York. Guy just tending to his open wounds back there on his intravenous drug using legs. Dangerous to come through here on a bike. Very dangerous. Get up here and get out of the way of danger for 1 second. Scotiabank Arena. I know I shouldn't be here on my bike, I get it, but I'm gonna get off here in 1 second. A little cold. These gloves that I wear, they're not very warm on the fingers. My fingers get cold wearing these, but hey, that's a me problem. Home of your Toronto Maple Leafs that aren't doing very well at all, and your Toronto Raptors. Coca-Cola seems to have quite the presence down here this morning. There's the Gardner Expressway, obviously. Well, or maybe not so obviously. They got it blocked off here. What's going on? Well, I can get through here. Bank's a nice building. This guy's just dropping off someone. I'm in no rush, so no sense to be a Karen for no reason whatsoever, right? Union Station over there to my left. This fucking guy. So this is Yonge Street up here. I don't think I'm gonna go east of Yonge. I don't think, but what do we want to see up Yonge Street this morning? Do we want to go up to Young Dundas Square or Kanakafariki Kofufi Square, whatever Mayor Chow named it, to cancel culture, Canadian traditional Western Christian culture? What's this guy waiting for? Let's go, idiot. Going north on Yonge. Guys just having a little siesta. Oh man. Yeah, it's a wind tunnel through here, so I'm going against the headwind right now. It's windy. The concrete jungle. Doing my best film mission impersonation right now. I'm heading downtown. I think these two guys in front of me are having a bit of a chirping session for some reason. They've been there for about what, 1 or 2 minutes. So if there was going to be a throwdown, you think it would have happened by now. I would never talk that long. Maybe they're buddies. I don't know. To get them too close, but a couple guys sleeping back there on, I would imagine, some sort of ventilation tunnel, service tunnel. It's warm. I don't blame them. Hey, if you're homeless, why not try to stay warm throughout the night? What a life, man. What a life. 8:43 a.m. Things are starting to pick up with regards to vehicular and pedestrian traffic. Most people, or a lot of people on bikes, just run these lights, but I have done it, but very rare. Not downtown. I'm in no rush today anyways, right? Just shy of 15 kilometers into my ride. Still on the first battery. My first battery on the bike wasn't fully charged, but I have a fully charged second battery, and the batteries have been in the garage at outdoor temperature, so they don't perform well in the cold either. They don't hold their charges long. Catch this light. I'm gonna go through it either way. I'm not waiting for this because both roads are blocked off on either side of me anyways. Got little parts of these stores all boarded up back there. To my left is the Eaton Center. Young Dundas Square, and it's completely barren right now. And I've never had my bike in here ever. Yeah, it's friggin' windy. Oh, saying Sankofa Square. I thought it was Kohifi Kokofa Square. Yeah, I'm getting out of here. It's a little too windy for my liking here. Wow. What do we got up here? Look at this. Look at this. They're even pumping it through the electronic signs now. Indigenous land acknowledgement. As we gather in the heart of Toronto, we acknowledge this land is the traditional territory of many nations, including the Mississaugas of the Credit, the Ananashbeg, Chippewa, I can't pronounce that one, and people, and it is now home to many diverse First Nations, Inuit, Métis people. We also acknowledge that Toronto is covered by Treaty 13 with the Mississaugas of the Credit. So you see that, eh? Okay, that last line. We also acknowledge that Toronto is covered by Treaty 13 with the Mississaugas of the Credit. So the way I read that, as they're going to be giving this land back to the natives. You'll own nothing and be happy. Let the natives own it. Let the indigenous people own the land. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. Yeah, you see that? Everywhere. Messages everywhere. That's coming. It's already happening in BC, Richmond and Kamloops. It's coming. Hug a liberal. Hug a liberal. Okay, so this is Young Dundas. Do I want to go down Dundas, back west on Dundas? I'm gonna go east on Dundas for a little bit here. Let's go by and check out Dundas and I believe Parliament. See what kind of activity we have there early Sunday morning in the cold. Here's to my left is the Imperial Pub. That is shut down. If it's not shut down quite yet, it's very soon. Yeah, that place has been there for a long time, and it's slated to close very soon. Dundas Church. There's the Toronto famous Fillmore Hotel, an adult entertainment club. Back in the day, old Dewey used to go in there the odd time just to have a cold beverage. This is Dundas and Sherbourne. This is the intersection. They say it's the sketchiest intersection in Toronto. And yeah, it's a little bit over there. Yeah, it is pretty grungy, I'll tell you. I'm gonna stay here in the sun for a bit. The sun hit me for a little bit. I am getting cold. My hands are freezing. I have a isobutane lantern on the front of my bike, and I have broke that out before to warm up my hands. And I probably will have to do that today, but not at this location. They'll think I'm cooking up a bowl, some sort of narcotic, so I don't want to be doing it here. That guy's frozen, or he's concealing a bang bang firearm. So I'm heading south on Sherburne, just south of Dundas, on the west side of Sherburne and Shooter right here. I'm just gonna run that red light there, people. I'm gonna go west on Shooter. What do we have here? The Moss Street Armory. Let me go get a closer look at that. Moss Park Armory, I think it's called. It's an active Canadian military installation. Let's go get a closer look at that. We'll get hit by a car. Besides, I'm in the sun. Yeah, I'm on the sidewalk, I know. Got a homeless encampment here. And when I say homeless encampment, if it's one tent or 100 tents, it's an encampment. I'm here, obviously. Yeah, this is a Moss Park Armory. Whoa, there was a smell coming out of that tent. Whoa. Oh. How you doing? Your leaves aren't doing too good this year, are they? What's that? Your leaves aren't doing too good this year. Hi, buddy. Hi, Papa. What kind of dog is this?
Golden Doodle.
Golden Doodle? Hi, buddy. Only a pup?
16 weeks.
16 weeks. Ah.
Be a big girl when she's done.
Yeah, they're nice dogs. They don't shed either.
No, that's why I got her.
Yeah, it's good. Have a good day, brother.
You too.
He's wearing a Toronto Maple Leaf hat. He doesn't realize the hat he's even wearing. Yeah, so that's an active armory. This is Queen Street. Let's go down Queen for a little while. Oh, well, they got it blocked off up there? They got Queen Street blocked right off up there. No way. Let's go check that out. Oh, yeah, here we go. Here we go. Wow. Wow. Holy frig. on the streetcar. This guy gonna let him on the streetcar? No. I don't know, man. Yeah, so that guy obviously wanted a streetcar, but the streetcar, I believe, can't go any further west than what that person just turned there, because Queen Street is blocked off. I did not know that. And I don't think I'm going to get through on my bike either. Why you get on Queen Street? This isn't even Queen Street I'm on. This isn't Queen Street. There's no way. Yeah, it is Queen Street. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. But it looks like it's been a long-term thing for sure. Actually, I vaguely do remember this being blocked off. So I'm going to go south down to King and across King. This is Victoria. There's a homeless guy right here at St. Mike's Hospital. Look at this guy. Look at this. And I don't mean to shove my camera in the guy's face, but wow, man. Wow, 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 wow. Yeah, let's keep on sending money over to the Ukraine, Haiti, transgender studies in Uganda. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, eh? Let's go down to Richmond. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah. The more people that remain homeless, the more money that they can still skim for that grift. Oh man, this wind is killer. This wind is killer. To my left is High Steakhouse. Nice steakhouse. I've never eaten in there. Let's go up Bay and check out Old City Hall. 9 a.m. Let's stop and look at the cenotaph for a little while. I'm having a bit of my coffee here too. Oh, that's good coffee. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding when I say this. I just rode my bike right there, and I didn't even see that homeless person right there. I didn't even see that person. Holy moly! Honestly, can't get his face anyways, and I don't want to. But look at this poor guy here. Holy moly, man, that's hard to see. This guy just doing his job, just drives right by this homeless person here. Look at this. This is what a lot of liberal Karens don't understand what's going on in this country. Liberal Karens. Yeah. Oh man. There's Mayor Communist Party installed Mayor Chow's office. Mayor Chow. Yeah, let's take a ride through here. Now this big building here is the Ontario Court of Justice, and I was in this building on Thursday of this week for a sentencing hearing for a manslaughter trial I've been a part of, but I'm not going to get into detail with that. But yeah, not a pleasant experience. Coming up to University Avenue. Yeah, I think I have to set up my lantern and warm my fingers up. Where to do that though is a good question. It's a good question. Yes, I know I'm blowing a red light. Is this a U.S. Embassy here? Yeah, the U.S. Embassy's around here. I think that might have been it. I don't see an American flag, so. To my left here is the Royal Canadian Military Institute. I've been in there. It's beautiful in there. It's a private military club. Yeah, my hands are literally, I can't feel my fingers. Took the windy spot, but it's doing the trick. It's too windy today. Way too windy. Holy fuck. Roll my bike over. Holy yeah, it's doing the trick. Big time. Help no big time. It's good to have these little things make a life a little easier when you're in need of them. I also have my wood stove on the bike today as well, but I'm not going to start a wood fire here. Probably could. I could burn these decoration. These what are they? Some sort of native grass. So I didn't think I'd be on University across from the Royal Canadian Military Institute today, warming my hands up with my emergency lantern. I did not get up this morning thinking I'd be here doing that. If I didn't have that lantern on my bike today, I literally would have had to have gone in somewhere to warm my hands up. But they're perfectly fine now. So I'm lucky to have that. Going west on Dundas, coming up to Chinatown. Had to switch over from my first battery to my second. This one's fully charged. Be no problem to make it back home. No problem. This is probably the windiest I've ever had my bike out. I'm getting blown around, like sideways. Starting to snow out, freezing rain. When I checked the weather, it wasn't calling for this, but oh yeah, it's nasty out. So I got my rain suit with me on the bike. I don't know if I'm gonna put it on or not, but I'm cold and it's getting wet, so maybe I will. I'm still about maybe 8-10 kilometers from home, so I might have to pull over somewhere and put it on, but we'll see. So far I'm okay. It's my hands I'm worried about the most. They're still okay for my little warm-up at University in Dundas. Just west of Dufferin on Dundas still. I'm putting the hammer down to get home. I catch every light though, that's a problem. Yeah, such is life. Yeah, this ride is becoming a bit of a labor intensive endeavor. Holy frig, I'm getting blown sideways. I wish I had my helmet with my drop down visor today. I should have wore that. I can't remember the last time it was this windy. Bike or no bike. It's okay. Bike or no bike. Crazy. Going north on Lansdowne. You cut across Bloor back to Dundas. I just find on a bike it's a little less travel. Got off Lansdowne, trying to seek some shelter from the wind. Holy brutal. Is the Giant of Kandahar still here? Let's go see. Where a homeless guy lived in here for a couple years. I'm glad to see he's not here. I hope he's still alive. But I'm glad to see he's not here. Bike lane is brutal. It's in really rough shape. I'm almost getting blown right off my bike. Holy shit. I think it's the coldest my hands have ever been in my life. Oh my God. Oh my God. God, that was the most brutal experience I've had in a very long time.